Multiplying whole numbers. A job requires 575 pieces of bar stock that is 12 inches long for each piece. What is the total length of bar stock needed for the job? So for this problem, we're going to need to multiply. So in order to multiply, we're going to need to place the larger number on the top, and we'll put the smaller number below it. We are going to line up the place values. So we have our 1s and our 10s. And how we multiply is we start on the far right, and we start with this bottom digit, and we're going to multiply by each digit at the top. So we go 2 times 5, which is 10. So we put a 0 below, carry the 1. 2 times 7 is 14, but we're going to add this 1. So that's 15. So we put a 5 below, and we're going to carry the 1 over. Now 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So we only multiply these numbers and we add whatever is carried over. Now, this is important. Anytime you move on from, say, the 1s to the 10s, what you need to do is put a placeholder value of 0, and then you can begin to multiply on the 10s. So this goes here on the 1s, that 0. So now we can go 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 7 is 7, and 1 times 5 is 5. Then after we're done multiplying, we just need to add these two numbers together. So 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 5 is 10, 0 below, carry the 1, 1 plus 1 plus 7 is 9, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So for the total length of bar stock is 6,900 inches. Let's do another example. But before that, let's just go over that there's several ways to show multiply. We can multiply like this with just a dot in between two numbers to indicate its multiplication. We can go 2 times 5, or we can even go like this. All three ways show different ways to multiply. Now let's do the next example. Example 2, a job requires 14 pieces of steel pipe that are 33 inches long for each piece. What is the total length of steel pipe needed for the job? So we can put any number on the top or on the bottom, because the only thing that matters is putting the larger number with more digits on the top. So both have 2 digits, so we can go 14 times 33 below. Then we begin to multiply. We start with the 3 in the 1 spot, and we're going to go ahead and multiply by each digit on the top. So 3 times 4 is 12. Put a 2 below, carry a 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Next, we will put a placeholder of 0 below, and then we move on to the 3 in the 10 spot. So 3 times 4 is 12. Carry this 1 once again. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Then we add these numbers together. And so we get 2 plus 0 is 2, 4 plus 2 is 6, and then just 4. So we would say we have 462 inches that is needed. Now let's look at another example. Example 3. The cost for each connecting plate is $80. A customer orders 230 connecting plates. What is the total cost for the 230 plates? So we're going to place this larger number because it has 3 digits. When I say larger, it has 3 digits as opposed to the 80, which is just 2. And we're going to begin to multiply. Now, when we multiply, we start with the far right on the bottom number. So we're going to go 0 times 0. But anything times 0 is actually just going to be 0. So when you multiply the 0 times the 3 and the 2, it's also going to be 0. So we're going to just leave a whole line of zeros there. Now we need to do our placeholder value of 0 there. Then we can move on and go to 8. Now 8 times 0 is 0 again. 8 times 3 is 24, so we're going to put a 4 below, carry the 2. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 is 18. So now we can go ahead and add. So we just have 0, 0, because 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4, 8, 1. Then we'll just put our units, so it's dollars. So the total price would be $18,400.